Every single one of us will face loss, an unavoidable part of the human experience. It's a universal truth woven into the fabric of our existence. It doesn't discriminate by gender, age, or status. Yet there's a particular narrative around men and loss. A narrative steeped in stoicism and silence, often leaving men to navigate the rough terrains of grief in solitude. This journey, while shared by all, is uniquely experienced and seldom discussed. Yet for many men, the journey through grief is a path less traveled. The man, the myth, the stoic mask. Society often expects men to be the sturdy oak, unyielding in the face of life's storms. It's as if we're given a manual at birth, one that dictates how we should respond to the world around us. Be strong, don't cry, keep your emotions in check. These are the unspoken rules that are ingrained in us from a young age. Let me share a personal anecdote. When I lost someone dear to me, I found myself wrestling with these expectations. I was at war with my emotions, trying to hold back the floodgates of grief because that's what I thought was expected of me. I wore the stoic mask, presenting a facade of strength and resilience to the world. But inside, I was crumbling under the weight of my own suppressed pain. But beneath the mask, the human heart beats with the same pain, the same loss. Silence is not always golden, especially when it comes to grief. It's a common misconception that men should remain stoic, silent in the face of loss. Yet, this silence can become a heavy shroud, veiling the true depth of our pain. It's crucial to understand that strength can be found in vulnerability, in allowing ourselves to express our sorrow. Do you know that sharing personal experiences of grief can lead to profound healing? It's like opening a pressure valve, releasing the pent-up emotions that can weigh us down. It's not about displaying weakness, but rather about embracing our shared human condition, our capacity to feel deeply, to love, and yes, to grieve. Let's delve into some philosophical insights. Ancient Greek philosophers saw grief as a transformative power, a catalyst for personal growth and understanding. It's not just a reaction to loss, but a profound journey of self-discovery. Grief, when shared, becomes less of a burden to carry. So let's break the silence. Let's talk about our grief and together find strength in vulnerability. Grief is not a storm to weather, but a landscape to navigate. Picture this, a vast terrain, uneven and rugged, full of obstacles and hardships. That's the landscape of grief. It's not meant to be conquered, but traversed, understood and embraced. You see, grief isn't our enemy. It's a universal human experience, an unavoidable part of life's journey. Philosophers over time have taught us that embracing grief can lead to profound personal growth and resilience. Think of it as a sculptor chiseling away at our rough edges, shaping us into more compassionate, empathetic beings. I remember a time of intense grief in my life. It felt like I was lost in a dense forest. But as I allowed myself to feel that grief, to embrace it, I started noticing the path. It was tough, yes, but it also led to a profound understanding of myself and the world around me. So remember, grief, when embraced, can become a compass for personal growth. There is a saying that even in the darkest night, stars still shine. What if I told you that, amidst the consuming darkness of grief, there is a light to be found, a beacon of hope and resilience that can guide us through our most challenging times? Indeed, it may sound like a paradox, but it is within the depths of despair that we often uncover our greatest strengths. This is the concept of post-traumatic growth, a term coined by psychologists to describe the positive psychological change experienced as a result of adversity and other challenges. I remember a time when grief was my constant companion. I was lost, adrift in a sea of sorrow. But it was in those moments, when I felt most alone, that I found a resilience within me I never knew existed. I discovered a capacity for empathy, for understanding, that has since shaped my life in profound ways. You see, loss has a transformative power. It reshapes us, sculpts us into something new. It forces us to confront our own mortality, our own fragility, and in doing so, it invites us to appreciate the fleeting beauty of life. Philosophers throughout the ages have recognized this. They have understood that loss, while painful, is an essential part of the human experience. It is through our wounds, our breaks, that we let in the light. And so, as we navigate the stormy seas of grief, let us remember this. In the words of Rumi, the wound is the place where the light enters you.